So, Padraig, I thank you very much for meeting with us. And I wanted to just get an idea. I understand you set up with your brother, is that correct?
That's correct, yes. Originally, about 10 years ago, we had set up a company where we were designing and installing water systems on farms. Through that, we saw a huge gap in the market for an accurate way to deliver minerals into the water systems. From that, we spent a number of years researching potential alternatives around the globe and flew in experts from both the US and New Zealand to see could we find a good alternative out there. So in the end, we couldn't find the exact right solution for the market. So we ended up merging a number of different technologies together from water treatment and some other technologies to ensure that we could accurately deliver minerals to cows every day, no matter how much water they consumed.
And how many cows would you be looking at would typically work with? I mean, would it be commercial farming that you focus on?
Yes, it would be commercial farming. I suppose the average cow herd in Ireland is approximately 90 at the moment. Our average herd size would be about 200. So we're looking at the larger dairy herds. It's the herds where labour has become a big issue, where they want to reduce the amount of ancillary jobs they're doing and focus on the herd themselves. So they got us in to actually manage the whole process, the whole mineral process, and it just takes another job off the table. They're also the farms that are looking at their herd health, very rigorously, looking at preventative programs rather than just treatment. And same farms as well are constantly looking at their input costs to make sure that they can reduce their costs as much as possible. Our system allows them to both utilise more grass and to reduce input costs by switching to different types of supplementary feeds.
When you look at Veterinary Ireland and the congregation of vets together and so forth, would they be working actively with innovators like yourself?
We're currently actually talking to a group of veterinary practices at a study to look at the overall mineral status of farms and come up with a regime for them that they can use it as a preventative measure then. So yes, industry now is certainly coming on board. The likes of veterinary practices, I'm seeing more and more, they're not just interested in treatment, they're interested now in prevention as well, yes. which is very important. From a farmer's perspective, they don't want the problem in the first place. They're willing to pay not to have the problem in the first place.
And I understand that you about 4 years since you launched.
That's correct, yes.
And since then you've had some growth in the Irish market.
Yeah, we would be growing year on year by about 100%. We're doubling the business every year. This year we've embarked on a number of very interesting projects as well. We've actually set up our own manufacturing base this year, so we're now producing our own liquid minerals as well. We're also working with 2 different colleges throughout Ireland on 2 different IT projects. One a very high-tech solution for large farms, and one a very low-tech solution for smaller part-time farms. Because obviously you need to be able to, if you're going to deliver in minerals, the water system infrastructure has to be able to support it. So on some farms, if they're fragmented, for example, a central point to deliver minerals into the water system is not feasible. Okay. So in those instances, they need a per trough solution.
Yes.
So that's our low-tech solution that we're currently researching. And our high-tech solution then is a solution where farmers can remote monitor what's going on. We can actually remote monitor what's going on farm. We can let them know of an issue before they know on their own farm.
And sorry, just to get the infrastructure at a farm, when you said it would be, you'd normally go for a developed infrastructure on a farm.
Yes, so obviously in order to deliver liquid minerals into any water system, there needs to be a central point where you can inject those liquid minerals in. So normally most farms in Ireland would use a borehole, so a well. So you would be injecting in after it comes out of the well, just before it goes out to the fields and before it goes out to into the sheds. So on our typical farm we would be delivering minerals to them all year round. So they're using us as for their pre-calver, to help their fertility, prevention of some metabolic disorders like milk fever and grass tetany, prevention of lameness in order for them to get healthy calves, healthy hooves. So it's preventative and it's year round as well, which is very important.
Yeah. So your next step now would be to bring these solutions into Europe?
That's correct, yes. Currently we've a number of different organisations actually who want to speak to us. We're in our final stages of developing our technology. When that's ready to go and some testing done, we're ready to roll it out to Europe. The other key markets for us internationally will obviously be the New Zealand market, which is very similar to the Irish market in their dairying technologies. They have no technology like what we offer out there. So that we've already actually have a number of companies in New Zealand who have approached us and want to speak to us as soon as we're ready to launch internationally.